with you a food haul, because we all like to be nosy and see what other people are eating. So I just got a huge haul from Aldi. I split it into frozen, drinks, snacks, and then my produce, mostly for the week. A lot of this stuff will probably last us longer than a week, but here we are. Also, I apologize for my face. I'm breaking out and I don't really know why. I am changing my food a lot. So like you guys know from my last video what we kind of eat during the mornings. But obviously it's changed a lot since like Christmas time, holidays. You know, we all love to get the processed cookies. I mean, come on, like peppermint Oreos, give me a break. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like at this time of the year, like trying to restrict and like cut out a bunch of stuff. Also, I was like doing a lot more like easy go-to things that had like cream of mushroom soup, so like beef stroganoff and things like that, that not that you can't find a healthier alternative, but it was easier for me in my last few months of pregnancy. And so I'm really trying to like just work on my gut health, work on transitioning us to eating healthier. So all that said, I'm just gonna go through a few things that I eat regularly, show you guys what I eat, our snacks for the week, and some of my favorite drinks. So yeah. So here I have my veggies for the week, probably a few weeks. Well, it won't eat all of these, but this is broccoli, peas. I always have mixed veggies in the fridge. These are great for like fried rice, and we love our peas. I'm a huge beef and broccoli fan at home, so I do that usually. These are for Kyra, for quick lunches or dinners. You know, it happens. So we have those on hand. Have this for me. Kyra doesn't really love pizza, so I'll usually have this if it's an easy night, and then she'll have some of these if we need a break. And I have veggie burgers to have last minute in case we have a cranky afternoon like we are right now. I have these on hand always. Then I have, this is my favorite coffee from Aldi. Delicious. This is just extra backup in case I can't make it to the store. I always like to have backup on hand. These are my prebiotic drinks. I always like to have these on hand for like at night, or if I need like a healthy like snack. I always like to have these. I also have these too, because I always try to have some type of tea that's already pre-made so I can grab it if it's a crazy afternoon and I need to pick me up. Almond milk, always. Apple juice for Kyra. Our snacks. So Kyra will not eat organic granola bars. She just doesn't like them. So I've tried different brands. She just really loves these. So I still get these for her. I'm like, it's better than nothing. So Aldi is pretty clean on the more cheap alternative side. So I get these for us. These if we need a sweet treat. These are great. These have really clean ingredients. Hardly anything in there. So I usually get these for us to have on hand at night, because both of me and her love our sweet treats at night. So I have those. This is for me for quick snack. These are my bars for the week. These are for Kyra, in case she's having a day that she's picky. I always like to have these on hand so she get her greens in. And then over here, this is our breakfast meat for the week. And then I got us some tuna, because both me and her love our fish. So we usually eat fish at least once a week, maybe even twice a week. We love our fish. So over here, we got a lot. So me and her really like our fruit. We always have fruit in the mornings. I make a lot of oatmeal pancakes with bananas in them. We also have these for a to-go snack. We eat a lot of bananas. I really try to make sure that we are up on our taking bananas. Me and her love mango, so that's something that we also like to have in the morning. These are grab and go snacks. This is a grab and go snack. These are all things that we can have as we go out the door. And then this is another one that I just like to have on hand for the afternoons. I usually cut it up for the week once it's ripe, and then we'll have that. This is for dinners. These are for lunches and dinners. I love my cilantro in dishes or just in my eggs in the morning. Potatoes, because we love fried potatoes in the morning, and we also love to have Buddha bowls a lot. That's something that I always make at dinner for myself. Kyra just loves potatoes in general, so we'll usually have some fried potatoes. Then I always have some avocados on hand for avocado toast, and just to put in salads. Love that. Salads or snacks. This is for waters and smoothies. I love to put a little bit of lemon juice in my smoothies because it cuts the sweet taste of the plant protein powder. And then we have strawberries. And this is to cut up for later. So this is our intake. I'm making curry cauliflower this week with like peas and potatoes in it too, over some rice. It's gonna be delicious. So this is my haul. A lot going on, but I'm so excited for this week. So that was my food haul. Sorry, I'm nursing, excuse me. But a majority of that is what we eat pretty frequently. I always like to have bars on hand to grab and go. Same with fruits. I'm really trying really hard right now to make sure that we're grabbing fruits more often first than like a granola bar and stuff. I have a really bad habit myself of grabbing like chips or things, even if they're healthy. You know, like the other day, I am going to be real with you. I wasn't able to eat my dinner right then. The baby was fussy, you know, she needed help eating her food. The iPad wasn't working, you know, it wasn't I was letting her have the iPad. I just, you know, it was a day, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to grab this bag of skinny popcorn. Guys, I ate the whole bag with one of my probiotic sodas and water. And I was like, and it was just one of those nights where it's like, I'm just going to put my food in a plastic container and eat it tomorrow for lunch, because it just was not happening. It was not happening. And you know, and it was one of those moments where it's like, as a mom, you're like, I should have made myself, or at least grabbed a fruit to eat with it, because I could have grabbed a banana. That's pretty easy, you know, or an apple to eat with it, so it wasn't like full chips. Not trying to shame myself, but it's just, those are the more conscious decisions that I'm trying to make in my life right now, and I'm trying to change my thinking habits. So I'm thinking more about, like, you know, I'm just trying to expand it instead of staying in the habit of grabbing chips first or something like that. I'm just trying to be more conscious of my decisions. So that is something that I myself am trying to practice. That way, you know, Kyra maybe picks up on it, because she does the same thing. She wants chips or a granola bar first. She doesn't think about fruit first necessarily. And I think it's because, like, she likes to eat whatever I'm eating with me. It's like, I think, a love language for her. So I'm just trying to be more conscious about my decisions. Is that funny? You think so funny? Hello, boo-boo. So, anyways, those are what we eat. So I'm gonna go. But I just wanted to share some other ideas with you guys.